Hello everybody, it's me Scooter from Alabama Backyard Wrestling and Hot Wheels Racing. As many of you know, our first night of league racing started off last night, and I think everybody can say our first night of league racing ended up in a tragedy. Two tragedies, almost three tragedies to be honest with you. We had a bunch of people die. We had two racers die in the second round, a few minutes apart from each other. So one racer, the white car went down. He went flying, hit that sign, fell and hit the ground and died. He was dead. He was dead on scene. We called first responders. We had our first responders go check him out. They said he didn't make it. So, and then we had another car before we could get. We were gonna put the. We were having people go, we put the sign up, but they said it would take too much time. And we had to get the people to pay for the sign to get put back up. Well, when the driver took the sign out, his crew member came up and they paid us for whatever damages was done by PayPal. They sent money to our PayPal account and paid us for the damages done to the sign. And before we could get it back up, another racer went flying off and knocked it and died. So, but thankfully we didn't have to call no cleanup crew. We didn't have, because we had people on site. They went ahead and got what little mess was up, and yeah. And we made shirts for the two racers that died last night. So if you want to show your support to the two racers that lost their lives and ruined their cars, well, the cars were all right, but the two racers died. And if you want to show your support for these two racers, you can go to the Alabama Backyard Wrestling store and you can buy their shirts to show your support for them putting on one hell of a show and dying, trying to entertain everybody in YouTube land. And and Miss Kimberly also wanted you to know, let y'all know that the drivers were complaining about they didn't have a shop and they didn't have nowhere to eat. We are going to look into that Sunday. We got some websites that we're going to go, and we are going to look at buying them a restaurant, a shop, so that they can have maintenance done to their cars when they're not racing. They can take it to the shop and they can get it looked at. But please don't forget to go and support these two racers that lost their life. And oh yeah, I just want to let you know also that we are gonna do something different to the track. Again, it's gonna hook that way. We're gonna find one of those two yellow pieces and we're gonna run the track. We're gonna hook up the orange track to the NASCAR racetrack that we bought from Walmart, and we're gonna hook it, put those two orange ones in there, and then we're gonna make it where it'll curve and it'll come back that way. So that's what we're gonna do with the rest of the track that we got. But we just want to tell you, our first night of league racing ended in tragedy in the second round. Like I said, two people died. You won't even see that on 3D Dot Maker. They have never had two people die. They've had one person die, but two in one night, that has never happened on anybody else's race channel but Alabama Backyard Wrestling last night. And I'm not saying that there ain't gonna be more. And oh yeah, women, I want to bring this up for the women. We are gonna, just as soon as I can, we are gonna make a tank top just for women, because I realize there's probably some women that watch our program and enjoy it. So we are gonna make a tank top just for you. It's gonna have the Alabama Backyard Wrestling logo on it, and we hope that you will show your support and buy this tank top shirt whenever it comes available, which we're going to work on that tonight when we get home. we're gonna make something, just a tank top with the Alabama back, just for the women. We might have a women's wrestler on it or something. But yeah, everybody, our first night of league racing ended up pretty bad, but hey, we came back. It was a comeback win for us after the 2 racers. I told them, I said, hey guys, after the wreck happens, we had the we had a safety meeting about what happened, and just for the record, we will not be held liable for those 2 racers running off the track and kept dying, because I didn't know it, but Kimberly made the pit crews, the drivers, fans, anybody that's around the area, before they can go into the race, they have to sign the liability waiver. And so those 2 guys signed the liability waiver, and so did all the drivers, pit crews, people that might be around the track, everybody, because we do not want to get sued just in case something bad like this happens. Now, and we do not have to worry about the police, because we are out in the country. Our racetrack is out in the country somewhere, and so it's hard. So the police do not too much worry, because it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's like being out in the middle of an Iowa cornfield, and nobody really bothers us. So we don't have to worry about the police. We don't have to worry about permits and all that. So yeah, the only thing we have to do is make them sign liability waivers, so that way there's no chance that they can sue us if one of them gets hurt, like happen, like or get killed like they did last night. But everybody on that bombshell, we hope. We got some big plans. Like I said, we got a few things we got to look into. We got to get them a cafe to eat. We got to get them a shop so that they can work on their cars and keep them maintained and running, because we still got a whole lot of more racing to go. Into our next video, we pray and hope that no more racers die. And like I said, go and check out these shirts at the Alabama Backyard Wrestling of the 2 racers that lost their life. They entertain you in YouTube land. And until our next video, y'all have a nice day.